And I think that's very similar with the Jug as well. There's just so many of these small items that deal with the Omni Slash now. IG, they're gonna monkey here. Okay. So I actually think the DK is gonna be played on a 3 now, because I don't think they'll leave the offlane till last pick. I think this DK is gonna be played for JT. And it might also be taking away the monkey from the newbie lineup as well, which I think could work for them. They could have picked it into the DK if it goes mid.
5 seconds remaining.
It's going to be really strong lane. Like, whether they put the Mars there or the Axe, you're going to have a nice position 1 in a melee matchup, which is strong. It is monkey into Phoenix, though, and they only have the Mirana to deal with the Phoenix egg, which is one thing I'm worried about. Mirana is very good in that regard. I see a lot of times the Mirana is getting picked up because of the leap. I think I actually saw, it might have been FY once. FY just went like rushed BKB and it's just like, okay, my job is to leap. Oh, we got a techies. Oh, what is, wait, what the hell is a draft? How do they play techies? Oh, I'm so confused. My question is that I am yet to see. So, what's the? I'm forgetting the
10
team.
seconds remaining.
VP
5
and
seconds
Zayak,
remaining.
they have a complete different understanding of how tech is played, and they play it completely different. Zayak is, I think, an outlier in techies players. I think I've only seen one game of how he plays it, so I still haven't seen, and I don't think I watched all of it as well. So I haven't seen this full play potential of how Zayak actually runs the techies. I have a decent understanding, but one thing I just don't know if Newbee have the same concept as what Zayak and Virtus.pro have when they run this. This is my question. Like, are they going to be able to... I'm almost certain it's Virtus.pro that run it as well, if I remember correctly. But are they able to match what the boys in CIS are able to do? That is the question, because I'm a little worried. I don't know how they're setting up the lanes. Like, Techies 4, Phoenix 5, which then I would have to imagine it's going to be a Mars 1 or 2, and they'll put the Axe on a 3. So IG could just go for like an illusion here, which I think Phantom Lancer still has pretty good. I think against the Axe you struggle, but illusion here is nice to be able to deal one. It's good against the Mars, Phoenix, and the Techies, just sending them at the creeps. Sorry, the mines I should say, and they even gyre from Newbee, which I kind of think's a decent. I don't know if. I think you can still pick PL into this. It's Gyro's okay at that matchup. I'm just predicting. I think the DK is actually played as a 3, because I don't know if you want to last pick your offlane hero here. Like, nothing shows me like it's gonna win your game in the offlane. Okay, what could they? They could Legion. Hard to spell could be nice. Still Centaurs available. There you go. Yeah, okay. So.
Choose your hero.
So it's AQ, Mars, Mugi. Okay, yep. And then I imagine a sniper mid, right? I don't think you want sniper safe lane. Do Newbee have the decent ways to get on top of the sniper? They kind of do. The arena's really strong. He might have to go BKB this game. The only reason I say that is it's very easy to, even if you don't blink on top of them, like the arena has a massive AoE. You don't, in a game like this, you don't want to go BKB though. That's the only issue. So he's gonna have to potentially maybe blink. He'll need one mobility item, blink or Hurricane Pike, I think. So he has this kind of positioning to protect him from the Mars. So it will be that offlane Dragonite that we thought. But Okay, so IG... The support duo on Newbee look very... It looks really bad, honestly. I don't see how the... Okay, so you take a look at the IG lineup. Shadow Demon and Mirana can find kills by themselves. Whereas the Phoenix and the Techies, that's not something... You can't really play these two together. Like, it's going to be really awkward for them to be able to make movements with the supports, whereas Invictus Gaming are going to be able to go kind of as this duo across the map. We might even see the lanes start. Do they swap up the lanes? Let's see. I mean, I don't think you want the Monkey versus the Gyro. That is a pretty good techie set. Was that a spider on the back? This is a hell of a draft, I ain't gonna lie. We got a sniper. I mean, I think I just saw one of the European teams, whether it was like Secret or OG or something like that. I think someone just like 6-pick a sniper. I didn't get to watch the game though, but I remember seeing that picked up. I don't know what role it was played in though, so I could have just been a support and then it wouldn't matter too much. But the interesting thing is that Emo going mid against the Mars on AQ. AQ's probably gonna have to pick up a point in Bulwark. Even then, the Shrapnel is going to be a lot of harass. I just am worried that it really depends if Waxy can play the techies well. Like that is my question. Is that a dude? Why you got a spider back there, man? No one likes spiders, honestly. You got to get rid of that.
30 seconds.
It is a pretty cool set, I will say. There's a couple emeralds in there. Oh, it's giving me a headache looking at that close. I need water, actually. Again, identical ward, so they probably would not have been able to go back and watch game 1. And again, one of the supports is going to try and scout out to see if there's a ward there. Yeah, they ping it out. Really nicely done from Kaka. Goes in this... Yeah, he went further up and set it in the crevice. He went kind of around where this ward gave the vision. So they're going to be able to de-ward that straight away. Faith has his own sentry as well. We'll see. They give one to Emo? No. Nope. Okay. Yeah, alright, with Dire... Well, they got all their couriers on the starting line, whereas Radiant only got a couple. What happened? I don't know what I missed. I don't know why there's a couple of full stops there, but alright, this is going to be a hell of a game. I am well prepared for a shit show that we're about to see. And we got a techies, we got a Mars mid, we got a sniper. This is in for it all. If they can't kill the sniper, I'm worried. You know, Waxy, he's also gonna kind of click down from Fly. He missed the suicide too, so he's gonna salve up. A lot of times we just see the techies play on like minimal HP. Like he'll blast off once and then literally just run at the enemy position 1 and just right click him down. So I'm kind of surprised Waxy actually salves up. He's still just kind of dishing out the right clicks in the meantime as Kaka is going to try and cut the wave through. So JT, they'll force Mugi to last hit on the tower, which I will say Gyro very much struggles at doing this. Mugi 3 and 3 at the moment. Make sure, is Kaka going to get all the creeps? Yeah, he will. So what this is going to do for the Mirana, it looks like it just wants to kind of... It's going to prevent... they should deny a full creep wave here. Ooh, they'll miss one creep. And JT should be fine as well. They're going to be able to output a decent chunk of damage, but... Yeah, the more important thing is they're denying this kind of full creep wave here away from the Gyro. And even though JT isn't getting any of it, they should have the creep equally for him going in their favor, although they don't block the hard camp, so Faith is going to be able to get the pull off there. So nicely done. No, did he go Calling Blade actually on that DK? I don't think he did. Oh, he has got one. Okay. I just wasn't sure if he was going to go straight into the Soul Ring. But the one interesting thing is I want to see the item build on AQ. I mean, he has to go blink this game, but as a mid lane Mars, are you going to go for a lot more of the utility like we see of Vlad's a lot of the time? Oli moves really slow right now. Holy crap. 255, man. That battle hunger, big issue. Oli might actually end up dying if they connect on the suicide as well. But Fly is just trying to last it underneath the tower, but we do see down bot JT attempt with the TP up. Has he got any? He's gonna regen. He does have the creep equilibrium in his favor, so even though he doesn't have anything to help out, apologies, we will see the first bot up top though. Wizard's gonna be able to find the Shadow Demon here, but it looks like he might end up paying the consequence. However, they really want to give the kill over to the Monkey King. It looks like, oh, Wizard with the bonus armor is gonna try and TP out this. Oh my lord, just as the call ended, that last Jingu was enough. Really nicely. It was a nice attempt there actually. Bonus armor 30, almost kept him alive. So they do get first blood. Fly is going to be able to find a kill though. There you go, JT. Yeah, he'll be fine. You see all that HP regen coming out. He's even going to be able to get a self just in case. So he didn't want to go back to base just because he was very close to level 3. And he had, I think, 2 melees and 2 range creeps as well. So that's a lot of experience that he would have missed there. So I think JT is going to play more of a sacrificial role. Like, he's probably going to die a lot this game. I think that's fine. He literally just needs to sit in front of the sniper. Like, be this bodyguard. You just have to be so incredibly tanky because they will heavily commit to kill Emo, who looks like he's having a relatively good time mid, but they're going to try and wrap around. They get the banishment set up. Phoenix is in the area. The arrow is a little bit off timed here, but still, with 2 points up in the shrapnel, there's going to be enough damage to bring down the Mars. Now, Oli should be successful with his own TP out as well, so nice rotation. In the meantime, though, Monkey King does end up dropping top, though. So another kill for this top lane for Newbee. And now once Wizard gets control of the lane, it's going to be a little difficult for the Monkey to be able to come and re-get the equilibrium. The setup, I should say. They need to gank this top side. I think Wizard's getting too much out of it. You see Karkar, the movement. So they're just going to leave JT solo. Even Mookie's going to play solo. So this is actually going to work in, I think, Dire's favor. I say that, but with Faith making rotations across the map, they just need to follow the Mirana. Like, the Mirana is the kill threat. They're going to be able to take 2 of the bounties as well. It looks like JT should be able to get the bottom ones, but Mirana is the kill threat. So someone on Radiant has to just stalk her movements. And it looks like that's going to be Faith. Very similar to what we saw in... I think it was either last game. Yeah, it was with the Tusk, where I said that Oli had to just follow the Tusk across the map. Looks like it's the same with the Mirana this time, but they're going to scout the movements. Nice ward on the high ground, actually. Usually see the Radiant, yeah, they got double wards up here, so well aware that Mirana's either going to wrap around from one of the spots from behind, so very good positioning. They're actually more aggressive as well, so it's going to be hard to scout out. Usually you'll see the wards on Radiant, well, at least if you have a roaming position 4, they'll be super defensive, either on the higher ground or, you know, towards this side. So JT is getting a decent chunk out of this bottom side, but Ollie's just going to TP mid. I don't know what they were trying with that. They might be able to find Waxy. Takes the invis and just yeets away from there. So plays also still scouts out Ollie. So now this leaves Monkey King solo. We saw Fly die the once. Let's see if they can put enough pressure on him. They're gonna cut the wave here, so Fly could be in trouble. Actually trying to harass out Wizard. He's on top of a creep wave. I don't know if Fly wins this with the bonus armor coming through from the Cole. Needs to turn to get the Jingu. Yeah, that's not a trade you win.
Top tower is under attack.
And now Karkar's going to TP top, so now they lose this setup mid, and they're going sniper. Ollie's not in range. The banishment a little bit too late. Emo has to run down more into the river, but he's going to be caught out. Fairy Fight popped. Won't be able to stay alive there. And I mean, still Wax is invised up. The blast off. Won't be able to connect. Very very interesting plays coming through from Dire, I think. With that setup there, you already see that the Mars is going to be a big issue for the sniper to deal with already now with the ultimate. Whenever this is available, it feels like Emo can't lane, and he's still got 3 points up in the shrapnel as well, but Wizard. That's a rotation mid. If Emo keeps right clicking, they might be able to find the spins coming through. Ollie looks like he will tick out to the Battle Hunger. However, Wacky on the back line need him helping. They're just putting so much emphasis on the mid lane. Like, this is exactly what Radiant need to do. Like, the Axe can just cut top. He is just they're gonna dive the sniper. Even Moogie's coming up to this fight. Like, Invictus Gaming, you have to protect your sniper right now.
Middle tower is under attack. Radiant's courier has been killed.
JT is pushing up bot, so at least the Dragon Knight is doing a very good job at utilizing the space that he's being able to get. But this mid tower is going to be under pressure here. With the catapult, Radiant are relatively weak, but it looks like they're Dire aren't going to be able to get in range, so they'll find a tier 1 tower. Sniper's not a hero that comes online fast. He's going blink first item. Blink first item. Okay. Mask of Madness. So this is given a little bit of space to fly with the Axe putting a lot of emphasis on mid. I feel like Radiant might just go from lane to lane. I'm very intrigued on how Mookie wants to itemize this game. If he wants to go aggressive, drums doesn't feel like a good item anymore, but you know, a lot of time we used to see like the drums into the BKB and then Dry would literally just run at the enemy team. I imagine it'll be a pretty fast BKB from Moogie, because you literally just run at Invictus Gaming. Like, they are doing a very good job at this from Newbee. I actually love the way they're playing so far. And if they can get the pressure across the map, like Waxy's just gonna go bot. Techies is a type of hero that's able to occupy the dead lane. You just kind of set up the mines. You're able to push out the wave. Not one of the best, but I think he's still relatively decent. Nothing like the Winter potentially, but I like this. I think DK has to sit top now. Like, this is the next tower that Radiant want to claim, and without the ultimate, you don't really have a threat of being able to take any other objectives. They did have half duration left, but JT, Dire on the back line. Let's see if they can kill him. He does have 3 points up in the passive here, and nice use of the stun as well. Moonlight Shadow's going to come through. Monkey King trying to get the slow. They've been leading with the Boundless Strike as well. Emo, pop the disruption here now. Sets off for the Wukong spam. Wizard's going to be able to get the bonus armor from the core, but it looks like it won't matter. Emo finds the 3 killing spree. They do rotate 4 heroes up in the meantime. Karka trying to get whatever he can across the map. So there's still a couple of bounties down bot, which it looks like. And yeah, Karka is going to go for the Yules. There's a couple of bounties that we might see fly once his farming pattern leads him towards that bottom side there. So very nicely done. I do think DK literally just has to hold himself top. He doesn't have a whole lot of mana though, so it looks like Radiant just going to come back to this lane. With Wukong's down, I guess they don't feel comfortable with being able to defend this. They don't think they can continue forcing it. And I'd say that, yeah. Ollie's only 5, okay. A little bit of space for Emo too, but he's still top of the net worth. Still, my only issue is that snipers, you need to give him a lot of space for him to be able to come online, but JT's just going to start putting a little bit of pressure onto the tier 1 tower mid. Give it a couple right clicks. Radiant might smoke down. They're all grouped up. I don't believe... No, sorry. Faith has already kind of ran away from the rest of the squad there. So, in the meantime, Newbee have done, honestly, a real... Fly spears off the mark, or we'll be able to get the tree dance as well. Really nicely done from Fly. It's able to dodge the spear there. And now with that being on cooldown, they might just walk mid. Yeah, they should be able to put a decent chunk of damage onto it. It's probably going to be difficult for them to take, although the arena is on cooldown. So, and a little bit of map control going back in their way is never going to hurt them at all. So I thought JT with this ultimate might just get chip damage, but in fact they'll be able to find the tier 1 tower mid. Very nicely done from Invictus Gaming. They just enabled this because of the arena being on cooldown. And in the meantime, still, Wizard's also getting a little bit of farm. Looks like this Axe, he's going to go for a Blink Dagger as his first real big item, but Karka could be in trouble here. Still, with the arena on cooldown. He's going to be fine. Karka's actually very farmed. 42 last hits. Very farmed on this Mirana. That's a pretty good Yule's timing. Did max out the Starstorm. So utilizing a lot of the damage. I would not mind seeing Kaka go into a BKB. I think IG, it's going to be kind of the sniper to be able to hit the egg now. Before the monkey and the DK I was a little worried about. I still think it's really might be on Kaka. Moonlight Shadow movement, Waxy. Trying to set some mines down. I believe they do scout that out though. And Radiant have this observe ward anyway. So at least they know that there's mines around the camp. They're definitely going to be able to get that as well. How much gold do they give? Okay, never mind. Not even going to be able to see. Does it say in the tooltip? Nope. Even then. Surprised Waxy doesn't have maybe even a Bassi as well. Because the region's going to add up as the game continues. Could be nice. What's his intel game? 3.3. Okay. Feels like, I mean, a slower game I'd say favors Dire a lot. It looks like Radiant though, they're just waiting until we do see the blink come through on Axe, but this might slow down the timing. Unfortunately, with the assassinate from downtown, the damage should be enough to be able to secure the kill. There will be no rotations coming through from Wizard, farming up away from the rest of the team. Damn, look at the damage from that, man. Whew. How much is he max? No, it's only 3. 600 damage. 800 now. God damn. That's a lot. He's also got the mango tree as well, which is going to be pretty nice for the techies, but JT's still got about a third duration left on the ulti, so this could be another tier 1 tower they might be able to claim here. We haven't seen Radiant fight. I think Radiant can fight with their ultimates even before the Axe has his blink. Like, you still have Arena, you've got the Gyro, the Phoenix egg. They've got a lot of AoE crowd control that I think IG have to be worried about playing into.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Boundless Strike will catch him. This is a hefty dive for IG. I don't think this favors you. They're going to try and blow up the Phoenix, but up to the northeastern side here is able to get the egg off, but it's not going to matter. Wizard with the Coal culls down the Monkey King, and now JT is going to be the next target as well with the blast off. They bring down a second. Oli able to get the disruption off to try and disengage. He'll even use the demonic purge as well, but on the higher ground is the mines. A nice placement. Waxy secures the kill. I don't know the thought process on that dive there. I don't think you ever make that play. And Radiant Wizard now will have a blink dagger. So very nicely done. They've been able to kill him a couple times before he was able to secure this. He will now finally have it. Firefly does stay alive. Sniper also stays alive, who has Mask and Madness, and the Crystal is completed. So Emo has been getting a lot of farm.
This will come in handy.
And the cooldown reduction as well, 25%. It is pretty nutty. 20 damage. How much is that gold wise? Broadswords plus 16. It's 1,000. Okay. So probably about 1300, I guess. For the plus 20. But the cooldown reduction, that's like a full octarine though, which is yonks amount of gold. Is that like 50 something? 59, yeah. That's really expensive. I reckon we'll probably see Octarine. It's awkward though, because you can't really reduce the price because it's built in. Like, you can't get rid of the soul booster because then it just buffs up Bloodstone. So it's kind of awkward to change anything though. Yeah, the Mystics, yeah, I don't know how you actually buff that. I guess you can't really reduce the gold and maybe just help with the stats instead of what it provides you, but they're going to smoke up again. I think they're putting too much emphasis on this top tower. They do have a really nice ward on the higher ground. This is a fight Radiant can take again. Let's see if they're able to get set up though. Wizard's the key hero. I mean, he's got the blink. Dire playing around their observer, which I think is incredibly important, but they're going to struggle with initiating. Oh, the use Mirana on himself. I honestly think that's a saving grace. Like, I don't think IG want to take this fight. I must be missing something. But I feel like they're forcing a lot out of that, because Radiant still have all their team fight available. They did have their own blink on the Dragonite, but Mars has his own now too. Just gonna go blink into the Deso. And now with Invictus Gaming away from this top side, Radiant might look to try and make a movement here. They're gonna smoke up on the back line. They find the techies with the arrow. There should be enough lockdown to bring him. down before the blast off, but they will find a Shadow Demon as a payoff. And now on the back line is going to be the Mars as well. Quick heal Scepter, the blink, it has been already used. So it looks like Kaka and JT will be able to disengage. Very nicely done. A lot, I mean, they are making a lot of space. Almost, he's got double band. Yeah, Emo's getting farmed as anything. What did the Gyro go? So Gyro did go Maelstrom into the BKB. Now mid, uh-oh, Fly. He's even going to go on top of the creep wave. Fly? They've got the bombs there as well. He's not going to be able to get the tree dance off. What the heck? Bottom, JT. Is that a... No, it's just a ward, not a trap. But Wizard... Oh my lord, that blink! Ooh. JT, jeez, calm down there, brother. That was a quick blink. Alright. So they do lose the monkey, but I really feel like it's... I mean, the monkey's super poor in net worth. I think the thing is that you're pretty content if Emo gets farm. Like, this is the hero right now from Victor's Gaming, but the taunt finds two. They don't initiate on top of the sniper though, so they do have to be careful. AQ with the fault. Emo's still on the outskirts, but he's not able to output the damage here. Can he get the disruption off? It's on cooldown, but looks like the stick charges from the Shadow Demon is going to be able to keep him alive. Dire, they don't have the ward on the high ground. They're going to be careful. They need the vision to see where the bombs are. They'll find the stun straight on top of the Phoenix. Can he get the Ego fast enough? For the Assassinate's just not enough damage. And over the call as well is enough to be able to protect him. They got the Wukon's command, so the Phoenix egg will end up dropping. They can't get on top of Emo. Look at the damage that the sniper's able to output on the backline here. Gyro finds one up to the northern side. They might still continue this engagement. Blink's available instead. They'll find the Mars instead of the Gyrocopter. Jump down from the tree. Fly's still going to be careful. It's a triple kill for Emo. Won't be able to make up to the high ground. The Maelstrom will tick him out. JT still committing here. They'll have the stun. Where's the follow-up? Emo Shrapnel is on cooldown, but looks like Mookie should end up ticking out. It's an ultra kill for Emo. He even pings out Roche. This dude's a madman. Mask of Madness with JT taking. They actually might be able to take this. It's going to be slow. Dude, Emo, if you don't kill the sniper, they just drag that fight for so long. Very nicely done from Invictus Gaming. They don't see them farming this camp as well. They have to know that they're in Roche. No one is backed up here. And they won't be able to do anything about it though, so this is a massive second item. Maybe they might be able to snag Wizard by the bounty. Kaka finds a Euro Scepter. There's no tower to TP to as well, and they just claimed Roche. So poor old Wizard. Assassinate won't be able to secure the kill. Looks like what's JT just body blocking. Thanks.
The prize is mine.
They have. I just do think they still have decent ways to kill the sniper. Like we might even see Gyro go for like a blink. Mugi's been having a pretty good game so far on his own Gyro, but I think they're gonna struggle with me able to catch. I don't know if I say struggle because they do have blink on Axe. And the Mars. He actually might die mid here. Emo's getting a little bit aggressive. But he's always got Oli in the area. Oli's doing a really good job at playing with the sniper. And now anyway, we got a 3,000 net worth lead from Invictus Gaming, and they're going to be able to find the Phoenix as well. Tries to dive away to protect himself, but it looks like unfortunately he won't be successful. They even cancel out the Sun Ray. So with the Phoenix end up dying mid, we might see AQ and a little bit of pressure as well. Fly has the Jingu stacks. They're going to try and drop the ultimate. But from the eastern side, the boys down bot should be able to link up and find the Mars here. Assassinate won't be enough to secure the kill. And with the blink, be able to disengage. So AQ does live, but he has to pop the ultimate, which could be a little bit of a window for Dire to make a movement. You see bots already getting shoved in. They should be aware that there's probably a couple of bombs down at this bottom side. Straight away JT's like, I'm gonna pop the essence ring. I'm not, mate. There's absolutely no chance I'm gonna get caught out here. And I'm a little worried. Like it really feels like Newbee weren't able to utilize the techies as well as maybe the team like VP have been able to.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
I don't know how much emphasis I want to put on that though, which is like I just think they have like a completely different understanding of how to play that hero, and it's kind of showing at the moment. And they might be able to find, this is a big kill. Mugi Radiant, they do have the output control. Kaka Gotta be careful here with the blink from Wizard. Should be able to find them around, or they even drop the Wukong command as well for the TP rotations, but there's no stuns to hold him in. Emo's sieging on the backline here. AQ's even gonna be able to get his blink away. They should not continue chasing, but the Wukong's on cooldown, but there's the fault. JT tries to find Faith, won't commit to the egg, and now AQ's coming to the next target. They're actually gonna take this, okay? I thought they'd be able to protect AQ here, but they're fine. In a spot where I thought they couldn't fight. Was not correct there in that regard. So very nicely done from IG. They might be able to find Wizard as well. He goes for a blink TP out, but JT's going to be able to scout him out. Radiant, they're on the higher ground, but I don't think this is enough to be able to protect Wizard. He'll try and utilize the cold bonus armor along with the movement speed. Looks like Dire weren't able to get... Oh, actually, Fly Flag. They find the vision, and now enough for the assassinate. Nicely done. JT finds the kill. He's still got the ultimate as well, so... my bad on making that call. Probably shouldn't be saying what they can and can't. Oh, where were they? Yeah. Just playing around with the bombs there. Looks like I'm falling. And now Mugi's got to commit a BKB as well to just TP out of mid. That's a 10-second duration now as well. So Invictus Gaming, a 4,000 net worth lead. They are in a very good position with that Aegis. I mean, Sniper just being able to find his farm across the map. Top of the net worth. Mugi's done a really good job to stay neck and neck, but now we see, you know, Fly was kind of sitting at the bottom, and the cause has now jumped up to 4th place. They've taken the first tier 2. Emo's like walking up. He's like, all right, guys, I'm thinking about higher ground here, brothers. I got the mass amount of attack range. I'm gonna just siege this bad boy down. Why not? We got some protection on the backline. They got Oli standing next to him. Can they burst him down fast enough? That's the question. There's a Helmet now on JT, so it's going to be very... It stops a lot of the damage from the Gyrocopter. But, I mean, look at the protection. You disrupt him. You have Wukongs. If they jump forward, Kaka gets the Yules. They're making sure they don't grip... Oh, I was going to say that. JT. Huh? It was actually blink forward committingly, but they deal with the tier 3. Now, we'll leap as well. And Newbee might have to smoke around, but Dire have very good vision up on this high ground. And, I mean, Aegis is going to tick out in 20 seconds here. They will smoke up. They're going to run at them. Dire, they're going to smoke themselves. They might double back with the ward on the high ground. See how they want to position here. Oli, if he survives, there's no chance he gets a bounty and gets out, right? Oh no! He wanted that other bounty as well, but he paid the price. He got one. I'd say you're happy. Radiant smoke for it. Like the rest of IG get out. I mean, brothers. In the end, the Dire are going to be able to claim all the bottom ones. There's even a Grove bow on the Sniper. See that Emo is just being able to dish out the treatment from downtown. He almost has the Silver's Edge completed, so the bulwark, the spins, really nice to be able to take out. And also the 50% HP regen, I think is incredibly important. That Mars and Axe are both relatively tanky. Well, that was a lot of gold. I guess that's the goddamn techies. Yeah, look at him pinging, dude. He's like, what? He's still going. Oh, that was a lot of pings. Holy. Oh, unlucky there, brother. That's a big spree. What was he? I think it was a 6 spree, right? Yeah, 6. 825 gold. That's a lot. Before, I was seeing gold-like sprees with the 50% reduction in killing. The kill streaks was only like 500, so I'm surprised how much Wax he got. I didn't see how much Sniper had before he died, though. Maybe a lot of unreliable gold, potentially. But oh, mid. Oh, Mars could be in trouble here. They'll set up for the arrow. A lot of TP rotations coming through, but in protection with the Wukong's command, they're going to try and melt down Fate. They will be successful with the BKB. Now AQ pops his own arena as well, but it looks like it's not going to help out Fly with the BKB. Nice, just the damage. It's a lot on top of the Mirana here. He's got to be careful with the Suicide Wax. Tech is being a bit nuisance right now. So it's a 1-for-1, but they forced the BKB on Fly. They're still going to hang mid, though. Oh, Mugi? They don't have the Mirana, which I think they need for the follow-up stuns. But Emo was relatively close by, so... And he's going to go Blink as well next item. They give him the Enchanted Quiver instead. That first attack range is going to be gigantic. Look at that. Oh, look at the right click from downtown. Oh my lord. That's actually yonks away. What? That was so much damage too, man. Wow. Big kill for them. Mars has just been unable to find kind of the farm. And JT also pops the ultimate for this with the level 3 in the Elder Dragon form. We might see Invictus Gaming try and put a little bit of pressure onto the tier 1 tower mid. You have to be careful. It looks like Waxy hasn't been able to set up with the bombs. They're going to blink aggressively, but there's not enough setup to kind of prevent the Dragon Knight from making this play. Moogie down to the low ground. Nice use of the spider legs, but they're able to get the slow with the purge. So Emo is able to kite away the gyrocopter with the BKB. Is about to wear off in the meantime. Firefly trying to deal with the egg. One more right click will be successful to bring it down. They do lose a couple of heroes on Invictus Gaming. Waxy, unfortunately, a blast off on top of the monkey is not enough to either bring himself down or the Wukong. Oh, spider legs actually might catch Firefly here. It's about to wear off all the speed. He goes to the background. This could actually work out for Dire. Firefly is able to tank up enough damage. However, that's a question with the Scepter. Moogie will get caught. They connected the stun on the sniper here, so they did still turn it. I mean, even though the Monkey King does drop, so they still lose a couple of heroes on Invictus Gaming. And with a 7,000 lead, they're going to back off there. This game has been... And is there anything else you'd expect though? There's like back and forth, 21 to 20. It's a 7,000 lead, but I mean, you got a techies in your game. You got a Mars mid. We got a sniper. This is okay. Desolator with Orbit Destruction. This is actually could be decent timing for the Radiant lineup. Oh, if you hover over the remote mines, it says what his hot quick buy is. That's cool. I know that he's really close to Aghanims actually. I mean, that kill on the sniper gave him a lot of gold. The damage and cast range. All right. Still gets that minefield sign as well. We'll see. He's going to start stacking up around Roche. They know how important it is. There's still a lot of mangoes down bot for him to go take. He might have potentially forgotten about that one though. So in the meantime, Invictus Gaming, they're going to smoke up off the back of a 9,000 net worth lead. Radiant, they're on the back line as well. Sorry, with their own smoke die. They're going to pop a Moonlight here. So smoke will pop. Arrow scouts out Moogie, so kind of aware of the positioning, but Dai have to get sentry control around this vicinity. Mirana's going to get caught here. Is this enough to be able to blow him up? Scepter's going to be able to get rid of the Sans. Homing missile. Is it on Karka? So we'll be able to stay alive. They're going to be careful of the mines though. Trying to deal with the disruption. So just sending the illusions forward. This is actually another nice thing. I brought up in the draft that the Phantom Lantern might have value this game because of the illusion effect. We see how Ollie's kind of playing with his own disruption. They're just sending the illusions, scouting out where the mines are. This will be a really nice way to go high ground. And they still kill them in 2 hits as well. Like, because it's always awkward. Like, you drop a sentry, walk high gun, and who's, like, how are you going to be able to provide the vision? I guess you have, like, the Mirana too with arrow or shrapnel, but... You know, you have multiple ways this game, but sometimes against the techies, it's kind of awkward in that regard. So, you know, the next big Roche fight, I mean, Waxy just has to get the mindset up there. You know, he's about to have the Ag, so this minefield, they're not going to be able to see this soon enough, and looks like still, if that sentry is pretty much fully covering the pit here. So, we'll see what, I was going to say, Dai might try and look to keep bottom shoved out potentially. But it looks like they're just going to make an aggressive movement with the smoke. Firefly has his own Desolator. Moogie. Pops his own BKB with the blink forward. Now Dragon Knight's going to take a bunch of damage here with the call. JT will get brought down. Dead for 70 seconds. No buy but available. But look at Moogie. Spider Legs can get down to low ground. Doesn't actually activate it till the last second. Now the arrow snags onto techies. Nice catch from Karka. They're going to be careful with that division of the mines. It looks like there's not enough to find any kills here. Another arrow fall up. Karka. Really nice fight from the Mirana. They're not done just yet. A quick blink away from AQ. This might open up Roche though. They have the minus armor coming through for the monkey. Oh, it's so much damage, man. Yeah, there we go. That'll be fine. Yeah, Techies has the Ags, but hasn't used that minefield, unfortunately. So we were kind of hoping to see if Waxy would be able to get everything set up, but it just was not able to fast enough. And they also have a gem onto Fly. Who's this? It's going to be Wizard. Okay. Only solo smokes, but he's going to be able to find him here. Where's the arrow follow-up? Fly will be able to get out. He's going to try and TP out with a quick bound the strike to cancel it. Wizard trying to attempt with a snag of the Aegis here, but will not be successful. In the end, pays the consequence in our mid as well. AQ. Be fine. Oh, they have the outpost control. He has committed the blink as well. Kaka, the arrow's going to be up in a couple seconds. Very low cooldown because they've got the quickening charm. And now AQ, he's going to get caught out to another pickoff coming through from Invictus Gaming. Very nicely done from them. Bottom is shoved in if they want to go with this creep wave. 4 range creeps along with the catapult. And Techies hasn't been able to set up the mines in the meantime as well. Just respawned. Trying to put them in a position up top where the tier 3 has already been claimed. Looks like instead Invictus Gaming try and take the mid one, the mid tier 2. What did JT? Oh, they wanted just to give him the quickening charm. That's kind of cute. That little bit of cooldown reduction there. He's also got his own 20%. Now they're going to walk up. Remember, they got the gem. I don't believe Techies has used the minefield sign just yet. They're going to try and attempt to smoke Wizard. He has to find the initiation, but the issue is they don't have the Mars. A blink forward, only onto one, but only in the backline. A quick disruption prevents the axe call initiation. Now Karka's going to be careful. Leap onto the low ground. They do melt through the sniper. Now they're even going to use the egg on the backline as well. Might be paired up with the Aegis timing to find the stun. It looks like it's not. They're able to disengage, but now a blink forward. Actually, Axe is going to be careful here. He's stuck inside the Wukong's command as well. Now Phoenix even gets a dive back. Is it enough to keep him alive? However, Monkey will drop, but they just can't deal with Emo. Look at him go with the protection of the BKB. Newbie, they'll lose 3. They do have a buyback on the Phoenix, but with the egg on cooldown. Arena. Oh, he actually leaps forward, but now JT is going to try and help up with the Mirana. Disruption comes through on the backline tier. A buyback coming through, but the Phoenix is going to be careful without the damage from Mookie. And now look at the sniper go. It's a triple kill. Back to a godlike scream. This will be over. Done and dusted. Invictus Gaming. They force Newbee to tap out 34 minutes in. A 2-0 series victory from them. It was looking... There was a stage where I think Newbee were playing very well throughout the early game in the regard to that movement mid and kind of top where they were putting a lot of pressure on the towers. And it felt like Newbee might be able to actually just kind of take objectives and have this map control before Sniper was able to find enough items, but it just didn't get to that stage. You know, Emo actually played really well, his positioning, but you can't just put it down to Emo. I think JT, his kind of big ball blinks into the middle of the fights, I think is exactly how JT had to play, and he only had 3 deaths as well, considering. So just how, you know, the Monkey King didn't have as good of a game again. You know, it was Emo the ones with the KDA, but I think IG played how they were supposed to. Like, you have the DK on the front line, Fly's taking up a lot of the damage. If someone gets gone on, we see the Axe's initiation just felt completely nulled out. The yields from Kaka, the disruption from Oli. If they were finding these key targets, then the disruption just was enough to be able to prevent the chain lockdown to be able to burst someone down. And I think this is Shadow Demon right now is probably one of my favorite supports. I think you just offer so much. You're a hero that you're like a vacuum. Like, you force the cores to go on you, and it then allows then allows your team to output damage. And if they don't go on you, then you just have the protection in your cores. Like, you have to be in the right position, of course. And Oli, for a majority of the game, actually was in that position to keep them alive. And Invictus Gaming, they are going to be able to take the series 2-0. With that being said, though, that's it for us tonight. So before we do say goodbye, though, quickly show you guys the end of the week standings. We had 2 series today. PSG LGD 2-0 up against Vici, and then Invictus Gaming 2-0 up against Newbee. Oh, I forgot about that 75-minute match as well. Far out. That was a hell of a match. Multiple rapiers and, you know, tier 5 items as well. But currently how the ladder is sitting, we got Newbee down on bottom. IG, they're going to move up to 2nd place now with that victor, actually. So very nicely done from Invictus Gaming. But we're here for the long haul, ladies and gentlemen. We got 7 weeks all up for the group stages. Week 4 looks like that's going to begin on the 23rd. So we're still a little bit, a couple of days break, but that's, we got a bunch of more Dota action going on, throughout the scene. All the regions playing, especially BTS. They've been doing this Southeast Asia, BTS 2. They've got the China Dota Association. So a lot of stuff to keep your eye out on, guys. But that's going to be it for us tonight. 2 clean series from both teams, and with that being said, that's the end to our week 3 for the China Pro League Season 2. We will be with that back on the 23rd. However, everyone stay safe, and I'll see you guys then.